Hockey sure does have a long and wonderfully rich tradition. How you doing, everyone? My name is Steve Ross, and welcome to a very special edition of Hockey 101. You know, one of my most favorite things in the hockey business is to sit inside an empty arena and just listen to the quiet, because knowing in just a couple days this place is going to be filled to the brim with screaming fans. And you know, nothing makes fans scream more than a hockey hat trick. What is a hockey hat trick? It's when a player scores 3 goals in one game. Now, where did it start? That's a good question. It started with a man named Alex Coletta, who played for the Chicago Blackhawks in 1941. It was in the early 1940s when the Chicago Blackhawks of the National Hockey League were in Toronto for a game against the Maple Leafs. The afternoon of the game, a group of the Hawks stopped by the Taft's Haberdasher shop to purchase hats, the kind that were fashionable in the 1940s. In fact, many of the teams in the league purchased their hats from Taft's. A young Blackhawk player by the name of Alex Coletta, who played for Chicago from 1941 to 1948, was looking at a hat he liked but didn't have enough money to purchase it. He had just joined the team and had not yet received his first check. Some of the Hawks players said they would loan Coletta the money for the hat and he could pay them back after he received his first paycheck. Alex didn't want to do it. He said no. However, as he was walking out the door, Mr. Taft, the store owner, overheard the conversation and told Coletta that if he scored 3 goals that night against the Leafs, he would have a surprise for him. Well, that night, Coletta went out and scored 3 goals against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Alex was presented with a new hat. A Toronto sports writer caught wind of the story and named the term the hat trick. A lot has changed since 1941, but a hat trick is still something special. Now when a player scores 3 goals in a game, we salute him by throwing our hats onto the ice. So make sure you come on out to the Snake Pit and cheer on your moccasins. And don't forget to wear your hats. I'm Steve Ross. Now back to Johnny Hot Rod Curtis and more Snake Talk. It's been nearly 3 months since the Moccasins dropped that very first puck at the Monroe Civic Center on November 8, 1997, and brought professional hockey to the Twin Cities. Now that we're in 1998, I thought I'd go out into the public and just find out what kind of impact we've really had. What better place to start than with the first grade class of the Jack Hayes Elementary.
Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this?
When I first met the class, they knew very little about hockey, as if they were in a fog.
Can you say good morning to Mr. Steve?
Good morning, Mr. Stick Boy.
It was at this moment that I knew I had the meeting out of the palm of my hand. The whole morning was full of questions and answers. Their minds were like sponges, soaking up the knowledge of the great sport of hockey. They were eager and ready to learn. They became so advanced, I decided to take it to the next level. Chalk talk.
You're going to do this, and you're going to do this.
We were taking off into full speed. The stakes were high, but I felt they were up to the challenge.
You're going to lose, man. Pay attention, man. This is where it counts. You got to listen. That's where it's all at. You got to skate hard, play hard, work hard. And let me tell you something, Sugar, I'm telling you, you work hard, you can do it. I swear you can do it. It's all yours. It's all yours. I need you at the stake pit. The stick boy needs you. Oh, my man. My man. Come on, put it up. There you go. Oh, come on. You got to take hits if you want to play for the Mocs like that. There you go. I like you. Oh, look at that smile. But you may not have those teeth forever on the ice, but let me tell you something. You can do it. You can do it. Just wear that protector.
Perhaps I was too intense. I think we needed a lunch break. Word had quickly spread that the Moccasins were at the school. Everybody, I mean everybody, caught hockey fever. Even the cafeteria ladies. I must admit there was a moment or two when we had a breakdown in communication.
Give it up! Give it up more!
But I got the cord. As I ate lunch with the kids, I felt we started to bond. I think I was coming down to their level. Yes, Mrs. Cunningham. After lunch, I decided to take a new approach. Hands on. It took a few seconds to get adjusted, but the hard work paid off. All right. Even Mrs. Cunningham got into the act. I accomplished my mission. It was time to celebrate. It was hard, but it was time to say goodbye to all my new little friends.
Stick boy, don't go.
You can't come with me, little buckaroo. You have to spread stick boy knowledge all across the schools. That's why I'm making you my honorary stick boy junior to go and do all the good you can and teach hockey throughout the Twin City area. Now go get him, Tiger! What a great day this has been. Knowledge received, knowledge given, knowing these are the moccasins of tomorrow. I'm all full of pride. I just can't contain myself. I'm going to board this great cheese wagon knowing I've accomplished my job. But now, back to Johnny Hot Rod Curtis at Charlie T's and more snake talk.
Y'all ready for this? For this.
Hey! How you doing, everyone? I'm Steve Ross, and welcome to another edition of Hockey 101. Here I am sitting in the penalty box, and that can mean only one thing. We're going to go over the penalties on the sport of hockey. Now, before we start, I do want to make one special announcement. The penalties that we're going to be performing on ice are made larger than life so you can understand them more clearly. For the kids out there, never try any of this at home. Well, let's get started. Slashing. Slashing is chopping at an opponent with the stick blade. Roughing. Roughing is unnecessary aggressiveness by an opponent.
Roughing.
Elbowing. Using an elbow in any way to foul an opponent.
Elbowing.
Tripping. Using a stick to trip an opponent.
Tripping.
Hooking. Holding up an opponent by using the stick. High sticking, carrying or using the stick above the shoulder level.